Every 24th of January marks the International Day of Education, and in Kenya, you know very well, so many things have actually happened. You talk about 100% transition, the CBC initiative, everything actually happening, and of course, the issue about TVETs. Now, even other leaders saying that TVETs will now be handling diplomas and certificates, and universities should stick to degrees and masters. But again, in studio, I'm not alone. I'll, of course, be joined by Margaret Ngodo, and that is David KAGINA, who will now be giving us the insight. KAGINA is a young man who's actually just finishing up in school. He'll be telling us his experience, also a reporter here at Switch TV. But again, life skills and, of course, trying to survive this horrendous competitive environment in Kenya. I'm joined by Margaret Ngodo from Life Skills Promoters, who will now be telling us more about what you've heard from the minister, that's the CS himself. It's something also refreshing because now we're giving a chance, even if you scored a 0,
yes,
you're going to high school. But again, Life Skill Promoters, maybe what do you do first of all before now we get to the nitty-gritties of all this?
Okay, Life Skills Promoters, we are a local Christian non-government organizations.
Okay.
We are a child and youth empowerment organization.
Okay.
So really our niche is to empower children and youth to attain what we can term as holistic education.
Okay.
Because education is not just about passing an exam. It's not just about, getting that high mark and joining a university, you know. It's about bringing up a holistic individual who is able to cope with everyday challenges.
Okay.
And like the word suggests, rescues promoters. We promote rescues.
Okay.
That is our niche.
Amazing. So when you say promoting life skills, right now the CS is actually hard on anyone who's trying to block a kid or people to go to Form 1. And Nyumba Kumi even is being now kind of put in place to make sure this thing happens, 100% transition. Now, yes, we understand the issue of 100% transition, but even if it's called 0, you're going ahead. But look, even have people who with S, with actual distinctions coming out here and really languishing. Maybe what should be done to such? Because we feel like there's still a gap here.
I think for us and for me as a person is that I would really support what our CS is doing, ensuring that every child is given a chance to attain that basic. Because when we talk about basic education here, we are talking about primary and pre-primary to secondary level education up to Form 4.
Sure.
So that is the basic education we are talking about. And like I said before, education is not just about passing a paper, an exam, and scoring these marks.
Yes.
It's about bringing up that holistic individual. And apart from, the subject that are taught in school, the maths, English, and the like, children should be taught, are able to learn other skills that are paramount for their holistic development. Or life skills is one of them. There is a curriculum already in primary level, starting class 4, and all the way from class, for the old curriculum, the 844 system, from Form 1 to Form 4. It's a subject that is taught, though not examinable. It is very rich, because then it gives these children and youth abilities, it teaches them, how do I deal with myself? How do I deal with others? How do I make decisions?
Absolutely.
So that then we can talk about a value-based whole
the wholesomeness.
Yeah, the wholesomeness of that individual.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So let's now rope in David KAGINA, who is actually in standby at Studio B. David KAGINA, as a young man, also a reporter right here at Switch TV, it's been a very, very kind of, let me say, a tough time for you trying to maneuver through to be where you are today. But maybe tell us, what do you think about the 100% transition so far?
Nick, the idea is really a good idea with good motives, with good intentions. But the question is, are we really ready for it? Because you find one of the challenges to the 100% transition currently is the level of poverty among the people. You find that, yes, the opportunities are there in the high schools, but the parents do not have funds to fund their children into the schools, and that's hampering the 100% transition.
Now, listening to KAGINA, it's very interesting because now there are also loopholes here. When, for example, you can't go to school hungry, you're being forced by the government, but poverty can actually hinder you from progressing.